Hello, conformism and drastic consequences of it. I think that this is the topic of the Gospel of today, because Herod cannot resist the opinion of other people after doing something in a very impulsive way. So, doing the things in an impulsive way, like promoting half of the rain, yes, this is exaggerated, but to promise something which is more than we really can give to another person is an impulsive thing. He wanted just to see this beautiful girl dancing. Okay, but now is the way out. He could stop that. He could get and admit, I'm big person. I have done error. I can then say I have done error, promising this all things. But Herod fears the reaction of other people. And so he does what he did, even if this is very cruel. So I think what can help us to resist such a thing? The first thing of all is practicing virtue. Virtue is permitting us not to react impulsively on everything. Just to have to stop, okay, think over. Not doing that. It is maybe less fun, but we can avoid grave consequences. And the second thing is admitting on error. We can do that only when we know that our integral value is not depending on the reaction of other people, but is a very internal thing. And that allows us to see, okay, I can admit that. I have done an error. I can now look for the solution of that. I will lose affection and acceptance of other people, but this is not the real problem. The problem is to act in a just way. And I think that this has a big significance in our lives. When we, for instance, buying many things, we can fall in a trap, as Herod did, because what the trap in which Herod fell is the one made by Herodias. Herodias wants to obtain profits for her. She wants to remove John the Baptist because he is neglecting her way of living. He is neglecting her choices. So he is the burden for her. And she decides to make her child dancing without asking if this is good for child, not good for child. This is not instrumental dealing with people to obtain profits. And we can see that in many behaviors which we find among firms which are deciding to sell products only basing on the profit without looking on the consequences for slavery, for the nature, for other things. So, in order not to fall in this trap, we have to practice our virtue, not to go under this impulse to buy the first thing I like, but to read about that, to think over. And if you have done error, to admit that and try again and again to act in a just way. So this is my understanding. Share with me how to understand it. Thank you.